Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the microphone messiah, Phillip Antoine, and it is that time again to promote Stockton Con, the summer edition 2022. It's the 10-year anniversary, and who better to promote it than the creator of it, Mr. Mike Miller. Mike, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm great, Phillip. How's it going over there?
It's fantastic, man. I'm in beautiful Hayward, California, living it up, living it up in the heart of the Bay. But man, Stockton Con Summer, this is stacked. This is we'll put it in wrestling terms. This is a stacked card. I mean, some huge names from the acting world, wrestling world, graphic design, etc. So, man, before we even get to that, man, it's 10 years. Did you ever think that when you started this, it would go this long?
It's one of those things where when we started this, I mean, it was really kind of started as a one-off event. Like we started this in 2012. We laid the groundwork in 2011, but it was a charity event that we did. We started with United Way and St. Mary's Dining Room in Stockton, and we did the first one at the University of Pacific, which is where I worked at the time. And, we did the first one and we were expecting about 500 to 750 people to show up. And we had like way over 4,000 people, which, I mean, it blew us all away. And we were really just, so happy that the community turned out, and they've been so supportive over the years. And, I love everyone in this city, in this region, man, because they get into it and they love it.
Absolutely, man. Like I've been to quite a few Stockton cons now over the past couple of years, and they're fun. Like you just go hang out all day, just get to see all the different merchants and vendors and everything, and it's a really fun time, man. So I'm glad this is a thing that NorCal gets to experience, because obviously, like, San Diego Comic-Con's the biggest one, or the one people really know about. I know they do Wizard World or something in Chicago and stuff like that, but Stockton Con, man, I mean, like it pulls its weight. Like it has stars, and we're about to talk about them. Ron Perlman, most notably for Hellboy. He was also in Sons of Anarchy. You have Karen Parsons, who famously played Hillary Banks on the sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You have Barry Bostwick, who what was he? Was he in? I'm trying to see what he was in.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, and Megaforce was one of those kind of old school movies. It was great.
Got you. I see he was in Cougar Town with that was Courtney Cox.
Courtney
Cox. He did some stuff. Phineas and Ferb. I used to watch that as a kid. That's really cool. I mean, obviously the wrestlers, Hall of Famer JBL, Mickey James is going to be there. Johnny Gargano, Day One, is going to be there. AEW Women's Champion Thunder Rosa. Am I missing any wrestlers, or is that all of them?
No, and we just actually announced today, not a wrestler, but a former MMA champion.
Oh, Nate Diaz.
And Nick Diaz is going to be there this year.
Okay.
So we had Nate Diaz at Stockton Con Winter in January.
That's right. And, Nick Diaz this time.
I'm hoping that Nate said great things about Stockton Con to Nick, and so Nick's coming out.
That's what's up, man. I love it. You also have coming out Ryan Hurst from Sons of Anarchy. I really enjoyed his work when he played Gary Bertier in the biopic Remember the Titans. I love that. So I'm excited to just chop it up with him for a little bit. And you guys have already announced a fall Lodi Con, October 2nd.
October 2nd, so it's coming up.
You're moving, man.
Well, we're adding a second show in Lodi, and we're excited about it. And then we are going to announce a lot of the guests that are coming to that show next week at Stockton Con. So we're really kind of thrilled about that. I've got one person in particular that I'm really excited about. I can't say his name right yet, but we're you and I will talk about him soon.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I missed Lodi Con in May. It was Mother's Day. But I'm definitely going to this one. I'm excited. Lodi Con's fun too. It's in the same building.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice little site. But yeah, man, just kind of go over everybody else that's going to be at Stockton Con that I haven't named.
Well, I mean, it's so hard to like pin somebody out or pick somebody out that's like, somebody who is going to be rising above. We have a lot of like cool anime actors and voice actors, and I mean, Melindy Britt, who is She-Ra, she's iconic. Irene Bedard, who is voice of Pocahontas. Um, you know, Grey Delisle. I mean, I could go on for about 10 minutes about her career. She's been amazing. Notably, recently The Simpsons. She's on The Simpsons. She has taken over some iconic voices like Daphne from Scooby Doo.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, I mean, there's so many great folks. John Heater, who was Napoleon Dynamite, and
That's right. He's gonna be that's one I'm really excited for.
yeah, and you know, we just, in fact, you know, John couldn't make it in 2019, so we were going to have him back in 2020, but obviously we didn't have the show then. And then in 2021, he couldn't make it as well, and so we had to just keep pushing it. And so we're really excited to have him here finally this year. And you know, the other side of the folks that we have coming in, we have some amazing artists and creators as well. Um, we have Arthur Adams, who has had an iconic run on Fantastic Four. James O'Barr, who created The Crow.
Okay.
Tim
Wow.
Bradstreet, who is famous for just these amazing Punisher and Constantine Hellblazer covers. Just a whole lot of folks that are going to be there. Ramon Villalobos does our posters. He does some great stuff. Drew Johnson did all the Godzilla versus Kong lead up stuff and has done Supergirl and
Okay.
Wonder Woman. I mean, it's just the people that are going to be there. Amy Chu is coming out for the first time. You know, she's written some Rick and Morty stuff. She's written some DC stuff, some Betty and Veronica Archie comic stuff as well. I mean, you know, we could just kind of keep going on and on.
We
But,
can, man. I'm looking at it. Debbie Dunning, who was on Home Improvement
yeah,
with Tim Allen. That's cool.
yeah,
Maria Canals Barrera, she was a part of a lot of work that I grew up watching. Wizards of
yeah.
Waverly Place, Justice League. Loved her as La Cienega on The Proud Family. And who else? Who else is going to be here, man? I'm looking through this. Eric Vale, he voiced Trunks on Dragon Ball Z. I was a huge Dragon Ball Z fan before I started watching wrestling, so that's gonna be cool to meet that guy and just a part of my childhood. And man, you've really outdone yourself with this. I think this might be the best class to come to a Stockton Con.
Yeah, for sure. I think from top to bottom, definitely. You know, I mean, we mentioned all these names, and we didn't even talk about Brianna Knickerbocker, who's on one of the bigger anime animated shows, Demon Slayer in the world right now.
Oh, that I didn't know that. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, we're really excited with the folks that are coming in, and you know, we're excited for all the fans to come out and meet them. I mean, you know, it's an opportunity to bring a lot of these folks in that, you know, maybe people don't get a chance to meet otherwise.
That of course. So I mean, what's the let's get into this. What's the process to start picking people to come out? Like, do you have these things set in advance? Like for winter, I want this group of people. For summer, I want this group of people. For Lodi Con, I want this group of people. Is that how this works, or it just happens randomly?
Yeah, I mean, I really start with some of the agents and knowing who I would like to have at the show, and then we talk about it. And you know, some people are already booked like a year out. You know, so you know, we're always just trying to, you know, we're working around schedules and that sort of thing. But like, you know, we kind of go in with an idea of who we want, and then of course we work with you know, the agents and representatives of the folks that are coming out, and you know, in coordinating the schedules. And you know, and sometimes we put together, like, you know, at the last Lodi Comic Con, we had an Avatar The Last Airbender reunion. And
Okay.
sometimes we try to do that where we try to pair folks together. And I mean, having JBL and Mickey James, a pair of WWE Hall of Famers, is great. And I had just, you know, originally just reached out to Johnny Gargano, and you know, we kind of talked a little bit and said, hey, you know, we'd love to have you out.
He's going to be a very interesting person to have there, given the recent events of Triple H taking over creative for WWE and him being one of Hunter's guys during the Black and Gold brand of NXT. So I know he's going to have a long line.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, he's got an amazing career so far. Like I believe he's the only NXT Triple Crown winner.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Oh no, him and Adam Cole, but he did it
you're
first.
right. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, he was the first Triple Crown winner, and then Adam Cole did it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's got, and he's just been enjoying family time with Candace and their little one, and that's great.
Awesome, awesome. Before we wrap this up, I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this. I'm just trying to get everybody's perspective of it. What are your thoughts on Vince stepping down and retiring and hanging up the blazer?
I mean, it's obviously it's like kind of an end of an era, right? I mean, with that, um, what an icon, right? Like, I mean, he's been there, shoot, since the '80s, right? The early '80s, um, and I don't think anybody really anticipated this happening, and it's just kind of was a little bit of a shock to the system, and then because realistically, Triple H had kind of stepped aside a little bit, and now he's right back in the middle of it.
Anna Hunter's like probably the most powerful man in wrestling right now. It's crazy. It's crazy to see. Yeah, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. But man, Stockton Con, August 13th and 14th, Saturday and Sunday. Next weekend or this weekend. By the time you're listening to this, I will definitely be at day one. Because I can't wait to just walk around and see everybody. West Coast Design will be there. Got to shout out the homie.
For sure.
As always, man. Anything else you want to plug before we wrap this up?
No, we're excited for the show coming up, and we're obviously excited about October 2nd in Lodi. That's our last show of the year, so we're fired up for Stockton Con. Coming up in just a few days. So we're really excited, and hopefully everybody can come out. If if you'd like to come out, check us out on at StocktonCon.com. Click the ticket page, and there's a link to buy tickets, and there's also places all over NorCal to buy your tickets at a store. You can buy a two-day ticket for just $20, and that's just probably really maybe right around the same price if you were to buy a one-day ticket online. So great opportunity to get that and come out and enjoy both days. We got Ron Perlman will be there only on Saturday, as well as Johnny Gargano. Nick Diaz and Ed Begley Jr. will be there on Sunday only. So good opportunity to come out both times.
That's what's up, man. Have you ever had two events this close together? Because I know they're like January is the winter one, then Lodi's in May, then August is the other Stockton Con. Have they ever been this close together like this?
No, and in fact, it's a little closer than I would love, but we're working with Lodi, great festival grounds. They've been great for us, and we were kind of working with their schedule too, and that was really the only date that could work in the fall, so we jumped at it and really want to provide a fun time.
All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much. Like I said, I will be there day one. Ladies and gentlemen, August 13th and 14th for Stockton Con. Certain people will be there day one. Certain people will be there day two. The majority of these people will be there both days. And yeah, man, thank you so much. I can't wait to get out there.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Phillip.